record as an elected official in the city. What would you do differently if you are elected or re-elected mayor in November? What initiatives would you hope to build on from your previous work? We'll start with Randy McClement, then Jennifer Dougherty, and then Karen Young.
That's a good question. You know, I look at what would I do different. I think we've taken steps to do a lot of things different, and I would just try to enhance upon that. This has probably been one of the most open, communicative administrations in a long, long time. We have opened up our doors to everyone. We have placed it out on the website for everyone to see. I think that's part of what we need to do and continue to be, so that you will become a partner in what we're doing. So we want to keep moving that forward. I think that's a great initiative. I would look a little bit at further ways to, as I started saying, about streamlining the system. We've made attempts to start to do that, but we need to continue finding great ways to make it this a great place for people who want to come. We know that we have a little disadvantage when it comes to city versus county, but we offer a lot of things that the county can't offer, doesn't offer. Our urban districts. Let me go back this way. A municipality is created for a reason. People decided they wanted services above and beyond the services they got. You want trash picked up by the municipality. You want your streets fixed on a more regular basis. You know, you want control over your water and sewer. Those are the reasons that a municipality is created. Those are the core functions of what a mayor and administration is supposed to do. So what I would do is continue the course that we've had, try to find some improvements in predictability and streamlining the system for the process of bringing new people in, and try to find a great way, more ways to attract more people here, more businesses here to our great city.
There's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Well, a couple of the specific projects that I would get working on are initiatives to get the city off the grid. Start with the wastewater treatment plant. Do a renewable energy project there. Would end up saving $750,000 for city water and sewer customers. That's a step in the right direction. Once you figure out how it works, you can expand it to other city operations. Civilian Conservation Corps, an idea to patrol the city watershed, map our asset, clean it up, get young people involved in the process. Use our grant money for these types of activities through the federal and state projects from the water and environmental agencies. Use the neighborhood advisory councils more effectively. I'm the mother of the NACs, everybody knows that, but lately they've been pushed over primarily to the police department. We need to involve our neighborhood advisory councils in making sure that our neighborhoods do look good. And when we talk about blight, you know, when you show a house, the one next door that's abandoned and been abandoned for a long time, we have to make sure that we are doing a good job by our neighborhoods and making sure that we are addressing these overgrown properties that are derelict and hurting every neighborhood. We're not going to take these properties, but the city is the only agency that could possibly maintain them, if the banks are not, and get our money back by putting a lien against the property. This will help our neighborhoods, and it will help realtors in their jobs. The other is a specific issue on creating a pension oversight board. I think everyone acknowledges that $100 million behind the curve is not directionally correct. And regardless of who wants to wear the hat of blame here, we are all responsible for making sure that our performance in the finance department is better. We need experts outside the city to help us, people who live here and are vested in it. The brown bag lunch is a way to make sure that the elected officials, leaders in our business community, students, and neighborhood advisory council people get together on a monthly basis and break bread. This is something I learned. You won't fight if you're eating together. Karen Young.
The first thing I would do is build strong working relationships with the Board of Aldermen. The mayor needs to be the chief consensus officer and the chief communications officer. You must have a good working team with lots of communication to work well together. For example, yesterday I was at a citizens meeting and found out the status of the downtown hotel project and the Carroll Creek project. That is something that I would be communicating to the Board of Aldermen before it was discussed in a public meeting. And that's what you need to build trust and healthy working relationships. I would also build stronger relationships at all levels of government. There comes a point in time that the mayor needs to pick up, drive into Annapolis himself or herself and say, I need help with this POS designation on the Hargett farm. Help me figure out how to turn that around. Another thing I would do is a traffic study. Traffic congestion is one of the biggest problems in our community, and it is impeding growth and development. Economic development. I would commit to being a strong partner in bringing job opportunities and working with the business community to do that. Speaking of the business community, I would also like to develop a program called a business advocate program. We have neighborhood advisory councils. We don't systematically bring the business community in. So my idea is monthly meetings, but divided into groups, small, medium, large-sized businesses, so they would each rotate quarterly, but the mayor would meet with them once a month, because you need to know citizen and business concerns.
Thank you. There's also